1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 8.
Hello everybody, this is John from Nevermore Antiques, and I am going to show you some of the car parts that I'm getting ready to list on eBay. And at the end of this video, I'm going to go over a couple of things that I found today while I was out picking. Probably about 5-6 months ago, I bought about 3 truckloads of car parts from a now defunct GM dealership. They were part of the 2008 downturn. Whenever GM restructured their company, they had to shut down certain car lots, and this car lot happened to be one of them that could no longer sell new GM cars. For about a year or two, they tried selling used cars, but it just wasn't as good, lucrative, I guess, as owning a dealership for one of the big three. And they finally went out of business. Well, they had an auction, and I was able to go in and buy 3 truckloads of car parts for $219. It was absolutely amazing. And I know that a lot of you out there probably go to yard sales, auctions, and you see car parts, and there is big money in car parts. I'm going to make another video later about parting out cars, but for right now, I'm just going to discuss these new parts. One of the parts that I have 7 of these. There's 7 of these similar items. This is actually a wheel bearing. It's a hub and bearing assembly. And I have, you can't really see, but there's some boxes right behind me. Right there on the end, there's actually 7 of this type of car part sitting right there. And a lot of people shy away from this stuff because you don't know what this fits. I mean, look at it. It's just a metal piece of, it's a wheel bearing. It's just a chunk of metal, so you don't know what it fits. But if you buy it and it's new, it'll have the box and it'll have markings on it. And if it doesn't have the box, normally there will be markings. Like on this one, it actually has markings on it right there. It's kind of hard to see, but that'll help you decipher what it fits. But if you have the box, you will be able to find the OEM, the numbers, like the FW323 or the number right below that. I'm not going to rattle that off. You can read it. And if you go to a website, one of the websites I use, you can go to like AutoZone and stuff like that, but they normally will only tell you the price of the item, and it's really hard to find what they fit. So what I do is I use this website called Rock Auto, and I'll go here and I'll type in the number like 22706425, and you go over here and you have to hit the search button a couple times. You hit it and it pops up, and there's all kinds of different manufacturers. So you find the manufacturer of your item. Mine is AC Delco, and if you look, this sells for $162. Looks like my big old head's in the way there. But if you could see it behind my head where the TV screen is, this part sells for $162.79. So that's pretty amazing. And if you see up here, you can see like this one sells for $104, this one sells for $86, this one sells for $37. But mine is an AC Delco, and that's the thing. AC Delco, Remy Delco, all of those are either vintage or modern contemporaries of the Delco company. Some of them will just say GM. Put this back in the box before I drop it on my toe. A lot of them will just say GM. If you have Ford, the older is FOMO Co., Ford Motor Company, or it'll say Ford Motor Company, or it'll say Genuine Ford. And Dodge typically is Mopar. It'll say Mopar, Daimler, because for a while they were Daimler Chrysler. They just you'll get, if you see it in a box and it's got a name that like Mopar or Delco or GM or Ford, you probably, if it's only $1 or $2, just pick it up because you're going to make money on it. And what you do is you just come over here, you type in that number, and it tells you, like right here, $162.79. So like you're thinking, let me see if I can move my little thing over here. Okay, I'm gonna move that over just so that you can see. And if you see the AC Delco FW323, if you click on info, it'll bring up all of the information here. So you can, I have a bad habit of just copying this stuff directly to the listing. I'll copy and paste it. And that'll give you all the specifications for that part. And then if you click right here on the buyer's guide, it tells you exactly what it fits. And you can actually highlight that, Control C it, Control V it right into your listing. I use an HTML editor. I use Microsoft Front Page. It's a little bit older, but it's extremely cheap. And eBay doesn't really require a lot of advanced HTML to make a decent listing. And it fits a 2004, 2007 Malibu or 2005, 2007 G6, which is perfect because the life expectancy of this part is probably about 10 years. And here we are at the end of the life expectancy of that part. So I should be able to sell it for probably, I mean, I find that if it's $162 on this website, that I probably will not be able to get that kind of money out of it. I'll probably get $125 out of it shipped. But I pay $200 for everything. You've got to remember that. And I've got 7 of these sitting over there. Some of them fit different cars. Most of them sell for around $100. I've already looked them up. The next item that I have here is that I've actually got this AC Delco. It's a computer brain. I looked it up earlier. It sells for about $200. And it's for 1998 cars, like all kinds of Chevy, GM type cars. And it sells for about $200, but I figured that there's somebody selling them on there for about $79. So I figured that I can probably get about $100 out of that one because that is brand new AC Delco. And AC Delco is like the best. It's the creme de la creme of parts for General Motors. It's the stuff when you go into the dealership and you buy a part, it's going to be AC Delco. They're going to, it's like a commercial, but they're going to sell you the good stuff. You normally get a lot better life expectancy out of a genuine part that goes onto the car. That's an OEM replacement. If they were in the factory, that's the part that they would put on your car at the factory. I have 3 totes over there. That one tote, I've calculated that I probably have about $1,300 worth of parts. And I have another tote underneath it. I figure there's about $500 in it. And then the bottom tote I have over there is nothing but factory pull stereos. Sometimes they would put in aftermarket stereos. There could be something wrong with it. I don't know. That's going to be a hill that I'm going to have to try to overcome. I'm going to have to figure out what the deal is with these stereos and be able to test them. If I can get them tested, that'll be sweet. I'll be able to make great money because some of those stereos over there are pretty new and they'll sell for a really decent amount. I wanted to show you, I'd showed you pictures of a project that I was doing that I wanted to do. This is heavy. I'm going to bend over here, get my gut in the way. I showed you pictures of a project. I think it might have been in one of the groups that I talk in. But anyways, I had bought this big wooden box at an auction. And it's good to have a guy. You need to have a guy for everything. And I have a guy for woodworking. And my guy that does woodworking, he helped me out really big time on this. I actually bought this box. I think I paid like $5 for it at Goodwill. And then I bought, there's a door. It's a postal door, like one of them little doors you get at the post office for like your mail, like whenever you have a post office box. It's one of the little post office box doors. And it had an opening in it. And I'm like, I really like this, but I think it'd be sweet if I could marry the two together. It has a little drawer in it. I think it'd be a nice little caddy to go on someone's desk. I think somebody would just really, really like it. So this is the finished product there. Can you see that? That's pretty cool. I mean, it's got the number. It's not got a key. It's got the little dial that you turn. It's got a little combination, 3 tumbler system. Like it. It's got this nice little drawer here. So I had $10 in the modification, and I had like $5 in the drawer, and I had like $2 in the door. So I think I can list it on eBay and probably list it for like $100 plus shipping. It's pretty heavy, so I'm gonna list it for like $100 in shipping. So I think somebody will get it and they'll absolutely love it. I got a couple more things to show you. I picked this up for a friend of mine. He sells on eBay too, but he loves skateboards. He actually has a really cool shop uptown that I'm going to be doing a video of. And I want to show you guys his store because it's really cool. But I picked him up this little skateboard. I paid $2 for it. I got a problem. Hey, boys. I said, boys, would you keep it down over there for me? Could you keep it down for me? Okay, I appreciate all the positive conversations that we're having. Anyways, I got this little Walkman, pretty nice. Paid $3 for it. Don't know if it works. It's a Goodwill item, so I'll have to test it. If it don't, I'm taking it back. I'm taking it back. It's yellowed a little bit, so I don't know if I want it anyways. Bought these, Land of Lincoln, Illinois. They were August. Expiration is August 18th. Established 1968. They're from 1996. It's a matching set of plates. They're brand new, never been used. They're kind of cool. They're kind of cool. I'm trying not to make a huge mess over here. I got this. I thought this was kind of neat too. It says "Bless Our Home," and it's actually got a couple screws in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off, and I'm going to repaint it like a different color. I'll probably show it to you in another video. And then I'm going to put it on a piece of old gray barn wood. I have an old chicken coop. Go down there and rip me a piece of wood off of it, cut it down, slam that on there, and it will look absolutely sweet. I've got these. These are super cool. I bought these cases for super cheap. There are 12 packs of 32 top loaders in here, and I bought like, oh my gosh, I think I bought like 13 cases of them for like $50. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to be listing them on eBay in case lots. I'm going to sell them as case lots and try to ship them and get them out, and hopefully people love them. And they put a lot of really expensive cards in them, and they come back and buy a bunch more. The last item I have to show you this evening is it actually came in this case. Kind of cool. Looks like important. Looks like I'd be putting a bomb in there or something. There goes my monetization. Oh well, it's going to go away on the 20th anyways. Thanks, YouTube. Not that I'm making a bunch of money doing this. But anyways, I bought something really cool that went in that case. And it looks really cool. It's a little bit older, but you just look important just like using this thing. Look at that. Look how sweet that is. Like, that's pretty awesome. Like, it's super cool. I had to order a charger for it. It takes DV, mini DVs, or it takes SD cards. I'm sure that you can only put a certain size SD card in there, but I think it's pretty sweet. I'm going to, they sell, I looked it up on eBay. Let's go back to eBay here and back it up. Here's one they wanted $500 for, but we just know they ain't getting it. Here's one that sold for $150, one with nothing really. It sold for $80. Here's one that sold for $30 for parts. $300, $70. If you go all the way down here, you start running into some higher numbers. $199, $167, $102, $125, $142. So I think that once I've got that hard case, and I think that I can probably, that hard case probably adds $30 to it. So I'm thinking I can get about $180 with a charger. It's got 2 batteries. But here's the cool thing. It actually came with this microphone. And I love this because I like to make YouTube videos. And this actually on the bottom, it actually has this audio processor. That's cool too. That's an aftermarket piece. That's like a $20 piece on eBay, and that's what runs this. And if you look, they sell for pretty decent. They sell for about $40. You have to have a cable to go with it. I actually need the it's called a shotgun microphone. I need the mount shoe for this because it'll fit on any camera, and actually have a DSLR that I'm going to use this with. So that's going to be super sweet. I'm really excited about that. Here's one for $50. like I'm just stoked about it. Like these are still people still use these, so this is going to stay with me, and it's going to go into my video making equipment. I'm going to sell that though, and I think I get about 180 bucks if it works. If not, I can easily get my money back out of it, and then I will keep the case and put my own phone back in it. My son likes Bob the Builder. I can put my stuff back in. I can put my own stuff in the case. I'm in the process of negotiating on a GoPro because I'm gonna start wearing a GoPro on me when I go like pro into the thrift shops and buy stuff. I'm gonna take you guys with me and wear you around, and you can go with me and we can make cool videos about thrifting because that's what this channel's about. I'm not gonna sell you a book or charge you to get into a group. I just do this because I like junk. You know, there's a lot of people on YouTube that are salesmen that want to be resellers, but there are not that many actual resellers. I'm telling you, there are some good channels out there to get a lot of information out of people. And there's some channels out there where people are just trying to milk you. And I'm not going to name any names, but you need to figure out who's who. But I can give you the names of some people that I like. But I mean, there's just, you can tell though, the people who are always out buying, you know, if someone's sitting behind the camera telling you about, anyways, I'm not going to go down that road because I ain't going to make nobody mad at me. But anyways, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Share it with your friends. Come back for more. You have a good evening. Thank you very much. You have a good evening. God bless and keep on picking.